This is our Earth, and you must already know that within our entire solar system, life exists only on Earth. But is it possible for life to exist on other worlds besides Earth? Considering that in the entire universe, there are billions of stars, galaxies, and clusters, and almost every star has its own planets, it is difficult to imagine that Earth is the only inhabited world. Indeed, scientists have found some fascinating exoplanets where life may be possible. So, let's embark on a small journey today to explore some of the most exciting exoplanets in the universe. These planets are not ordinary and arid like Mars. Instead, they are highly habitable worlds that are much better and more suitable for life than our Earth. So, after all, which planets are these? Well, let's find out today. So, folks, in the entire universe, there is only one planet where living organisms, from simple to complex life forms, are capable of thriving in any extreme environment. They are actively evolved. Considering all this, it becomes apparent that we often regard Earth as unique or singular in its significance. However, many researchers suggest that there could be numerous other planets with environments more favorable than Earth's. Despite this, due to our residence on Earth, our focus is not on seeking better planets, but on finding a complete mirror image of our world in a meaningful context. On October 5, 2020, astrobiologist Dirk Schulze-Makuch from Washington State University and the Technical University of Berlin initiated a new mission. Through this mission, they targeted planets that surpassed Earth in various aspects. Surprisingly, they discovered not just one or two, but a total of 24 super-habitable planets. So basically, Dirk Schulze-Makuch and his team decided to observe these planets through different factors. For this, they created a list of criteria, and if any planet did not meet these criteria, it wasn't considered a super-habitable planet. So, this was a simple way of filtering planets. Now, you tell me, what is the most essential factor for any life to survive? A suitable temperature, a good atmosphere, water, and a large land surface area. Right, and just keeping these factors in mind, they are defining their criteria. Among these, the first criterion was the age of the host star. Normally, when exoplanets are explored, scientists focus on finding yellow dwarf stars, like the Sun. But this time, Schulze-Makuch's team also made orange dwarf stars their target. These stars are cooler, dimmer, and less massive. And the main advantage behind doing this was the lifespan of those stars. Actually, in the universe, there are even more yellow dwarf stars than you might think. Their lifespan is only up to 10 billion years, while in comparison, orange dwarf stars live twice as long. That is, up to 20 to 50 billion years. And this simply means that if there is any life in this planetary system, it could evolve for 2 or 3 times longer, potentially. But that in no way means that stars should always be older, because over time, even older planets lose their interior geothermal energy and cool down, losing their magnetic fields. Anyway, moving on to the second criterion, in which, as soon as a planetary system like this is found, the first task would be to measure the distance between that planet and its host star. Through this, we can determine whether the planet is in the habitable zone or not. So that can help us find out the water percentage on that particular planet. Now, the third factor on this criteria list was the size and mass of planets. According to researchers, the mass and size of any planet can influence the evolution of life. Basically, their concept was quite simple. The larger the size, the larger the habitable surface area, and not just this, the more mass, the more gravity. And if gravity is greater, it potentially means a thicker, more stable atmosphere. There is also one condition: the mass of planets should be only 1.5 or double in comparison to the Earth's mass, meaning that the planet's interior will stay heated for a longer time. This helps keep the interior core molten, and as a result, the planet's protective magnetic field will remain active for a longer time, providing a chance for life to rise and evolve. Now, the next important criterion was temperature. which is obviously crucial because if the temperature of any planet is high, it indirectly means that its pressure will also be high, and surviving in extreme temperatures will be impossible. That's why scientists focus on planets whose average surface temperature is either 5 degrees Celsius, less or more than Earth's temperature. Well, there is also a reason behind this, because if I talk about the temperature of tropical regions, microorganisms mostly thrive in extreme temperatures. Now, keeping all these factors in mind, scientists have succeeded in observing more than 24 exoplanets, but research on these planets is still ongoing. Among these planets, they have found 2 super-habitable planets whose surface temperature and atmosphere are significantly better than Earth's. These 2 planets are KOI 5715.01 and KOI 5554.01. According to scientists, both these planets have everything necessary for life as we know it to evolve. In short, these 2 planets are perfect for the evolution of life. This is KOI 5715.01, considered the best candidate for a habitable world in this star system. It is a massive rocky world, twice the size of Earth, orbiting within the habitable zone of its star. This means conditions for the existence of liquid water on the surface are just right. As we know, where there is water, it provides an excellent environment for life to thrive. Imagine a world so large that you could travel for over 100 hours between continents. Here, there would be much more land suitable for the flourishing of life compared to Earth. It is a truly unique kind of star that it orbits. KOI 5715.01 orbits an orange dwarf star. These stars are slightly smaller than our Sun, but are much more stable. In some cases, these stars can remain alive for up to 70 billion years, whereas life on Earth has only been developing for 4 billion years. Can you imagine what life on Earth would be like after 70 billion years? If our species evolves safely until then, we might reach a Type 3 civilization, capable of traveling to Dyson spheres and beyond, using the entire galaxy for our purposes. However, our Earth might not be habitable by then. That's why we need to explore a habitable world for our species before that happens. Although this world seems perfect for advancing life, I know you all want to go there now. But the truth is, this planet is much farther away from our Earth, approximately 3,000 light-years. This means that even if we manage to get NASA to approve the Orion spacecraft for the journey, it would take more than 100,000 years to reach there. Perhaps one day, we will have advanced spacecraft that can get us there within our lifetime. For now, we can only speculate about the intriguing forms of life that may be flourishing there. And now discussing KOI 554.01, the surface temperature of this planet is around 27 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for human body survival. In fact, the movement of tectonic plates on this planet initiates a continuous nitrogen cycle. As we know, the nitrogen cycle is essential because, through biochemical processes, nitrogen is converted into various chemical forms, such as amino acids, proteins, and even DNA. This process indirectly contributes to cleaning up the environment. Therefore, the more nitrogen present, the faster the ecosystem will evolve and the atmosphere will be cleansed. However, since these planets have recently been detected, scientists do not yet have detailed information about them. Nevertheless, research has already begun with the help of the James Webb Space Telescope. The third exoplanet discovered by scientists is Kepler 452b, often referred to as Earth 2.0. It shares so many similarities with Earth that it is somewhat eerie. Completing an orbit around its sun every 384 days, it is only 5% longer than our Earth year. This means that each month would be about 32 days, which seems just right. Although it is a super-Earth, meaning it is about 50% larger than Earth, it appears to have more land, larger continents, and potentially more water. It seems promising so far, but there are some drawbacks. While it is only 50% larger than Earth, it is actually 5 times more massive. This means the gravitational force felt on its surface would be twice as strong, and consequently, every step would feel twice as heavy. However, this adds an interesting twist. As far as we can tell, this is the only planet in the Kepler 452 system. This means there is no gas giant present, and the question arises, does it avoid complete destruction by small asteroids without the protection of gas giant neighbors like Jupiter provides for Earth? No, because Kepler 452b is the only planet in its star system. Perhaps the civilization on this planet doesn't have to worry about collisions with asteroids, but it is also very distant from us. The star in this system is a bit older than our Sun, and as stars age and their light diminishes, they become more energetically stable. Consequently, the planet in this system receives more radiation, causing it to slowly warm up, and eventually, it could develop a greenhouse effect on a large scale. This would make the planet appear less Earth-like and more like Venus over time. Located 600 light-years away, in the constellation of Cygnus, is Kepler 22b. Among the most intriguing exoplanets discovered so far, this celestial body has fascinated scientists for years. Situated within the habitable zone, it orbits its star in the right direction, offering a promising glimpse into the potential for a real, watery world. Resembling a colossal ocean, much like Miller's planet in Interstellar, it covers a rocky core with depths reaching hundreds of kilometers. There is a possibility that life may have developed in the depths of this vast ocean, a life so strange that we can only imagine. If humans ever embark on a journey to Kepler 22b, it will likely be undertaken by the descendants of a distant generation. And our last exoplanet is only 39 light-years away from Earth, providing a potential safe haven for life. The planets in this system, comparable in size to Earth, orbit closely around their star. Among them, 3 fall within the habitable zone. This system is known as the TrappistOne system, discovered for the first time in 2017 and for the past 5 years. Scientists have intensively studied it in the quest to find signs of extraterrestrial life. Through this research, they were able to determine that the brightness of stars has diminished due to the presence of planetary bodies in each star's orbit, a phenomenon known as the transit method. TrappistOne is the 4th planet in this solar system. It is slightly smaller than Earth and has conditions suitable for the existence of water. Scientists believe that the environment here could have a dense, oxygen-rich atmosphere conducive to life, different from Earth's atmosphere. All the planets in this system orbit a red dwarf star of similar size to Jupiter, which is much cooler than our Sun, causing all the planets to orbit it closely. They are so close that the orbits of all the planets could easily fit within the orbit of Mercury around our Sun. This proximity may pose some challenges, as scientists believe that these planets may be tidally locked to their star, with one side experiencing extreme heat and the other extreme cold. Under ideal conditions, these planets could create a habitable strip around the star, where conditions are perfectly suitable for life. But the most intriguing aspect for us is to imagine what it would be like to live on these planets. They are so close to each other that when you look towards the sky, you would witness the breathtaking sight of massive planets orbiting each other. You could potentially travel to different planets for vacations, as if they were countries, and because they are only 39 light-years away, it might become a reality for humanity one day. Exoplanets are opening up a whole new frontier in our understanding of the universe. By studying these distant worlds, we are learning more about the formation of planets, the potential for life beyond Earth, and our place in the cosmos. The exoplanet revolution is just beginning, and it's sure to be an exciting ride. But for now, stay connected with the Viral Vibes family by subscribing to learn about all the mysterious facts in the universe.